What is up, y'all? It's KBZ, back with a new haircut, a new video. And today I'm gonna be showing you guys how TM88 produces for Lil Uzi Vert. Pretty much, I'm just gonna show you some TM88 slash Uzi slash, JW Lucas type vibes and really try to recreate that like sort of emotional trap sound. So yeah, also keep in mind, I'm on spring break for the next week, so I'm gonna be completely going as hard as I can on the tutorials for you guys. So if you want more tutorials, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn notifications on so you never miss a video. Also, make sure to go follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at KBZTheGod because I'm always doing giveaways for you guys for free sounds and stuff like that. Finally, if you want any of the sounds that I use, the links to my Trap Galaxy drum kit and my Pacific drum kit are both down in the description. So if you want the best sounds to make beats, go buy those kits and you can get every sound you need. Alright, that's pretty much it for the intro. Let's get into the beat. Alright, so first things first, I'm just going to show you guys my master. I'm using a soft clipper and I'm using this EQ. Pretty much I'm just EQing a little bit of the mids and the highs up like 4 dB to make the drums more crispy. Also make sure that the EQ is above the soft clipper so that the soft clipper takes effect after the EQing has been done. Because if you do the EQ after the soft clipper, it's just going to make stuff like, pretty much it'll just make the soft clipper like not do anything. Alright, so yeah, now that I told you that, I'm going to show you guys the melody. I'm in Nexus, I'm using this sound. And I'm just going to get a nice little melody going. So the key to a Lil Uzi beat is you're going to want to use like a minor scale. And use like A sharp, you want to use like D, maybe F. Stay away from C. That sort of vibe will give you like a horror movie type vibe if you use C, G, and G sharp. So sort of stay away from that because we're going for a more emotional feel. Also, I'm going to change my BPM right here to 150 up top, so I'm just right click and hit 150 because I want a little bit of a faster vibe. Alright, so that's a good melody. I'm just going to go in here and send it to the mixer. Then I'm going to open up an EQ and I'm just going to EQ the lows out. Because right in here, especially if you're using the Spins 808, like right in this range from like 400 to like 200-ish hertz is really gonna mess with the 808. So you want to cut out pretty much everything like in this range as much as you can, with still trying to make sure that the melody like has life to it, if you know what I mean. So I just cut out the lows. That sounds a lot better. Now I'm going to open up another Nexus and just try to find a cool sound. I'm gonna go with this bell. Now I'm going to send this to the mixer and go into gross beat and half speed it. So you just want to make sure you're using notes in the same scale that you were using so that it goes together. I don't really like that bell with the gross beat, it sounds whack, so I'm going to try to get a different one. Ooh, I like that. But as you can hear, there's a lot of low end in there. So I'm just going to cut the low end. Now I'm just going to open up the Spins 808. I'm sure if you've watched my channel, you know what Spins 808 is. It's pretty much the 808 that like everybody uses. Metro uses it, TM uses it, Sizzle uses it, everybody. So yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag the out knob so it's a shorter 808. and then I'm gonna turn it up. And then a tip for the 808, you can make it in a higher octave so that you can really hear what note, so you can hear like the tone of it better to figure out what note to use. So I'm going for an XO Tool Life type vibe, so I'm just gonna do like 808 rolls, like little stutters and stuff. Alright, so that's going to be the 808 pattern I go for. I know this right here is sort of unconventional. Usually wouldn't do that, but I think it's going to sound dope, so. Also, I'm going to pitch this up 2 notes in general, because it's a little bit low for my liking. For me personally, I don't really like the 808 being below. Like, I'll go to A sharp, but I don't like it when like a ton of the pattern is like down low like this. You can do it, but like especially once you get down here, it sort of like loses its life and it just sort of like doesn't punch the same. So I'm just gonna raise it up so that the 808 isn't going so low. Also, you can still hear that this melody is cutting with the 808 and messing with it, so I'm just, or clashing with the 808, I mean, so I'm just gonna lower this knob too. Alright, now I'm going to go up here into my new Pacific drum kit, and I'm going to get my drum sounds going. So first off, I'm just going to get this clean clap. It's like the Luger slap clap, just you can hear it's a little bit cleaner. It doesn't have as much like random stuff going on. So, and I'm going to go in here and change the volume so it's loud enough. And then what I'm gonna do for the hi-hat, I'm gonna pitch it or right click here, and what that is gonna do is it's changing the root note so that the hi-hat is a lower hi-hat, and then I'm just going to drag the out knob right here, and that's gonna make the hi-hat tighter. So like right here, it's a pretty wide hat. It's got like a lot of frequencies going on, but right here, it just tightens it up, makes it a little shorter, a little cleaner. So then I'm just gonna hit fill each 2 steps. Now I'm gonna get my kick going. I'm just gonna pull in the rat kick and then. And then I'm just going to use this mood snare right here, which is a snare I made actually, and then this mob snare as well. And then I'm going to layer this snare with the clap, and then I'm going to use this as just a secondary bounce snare to give it more rhythm. And then I'm going to use this open hat, this almighty open hat. Again, if you want any of the drum sounds I use, my drum kits are in the description, so just click those links if you want these sounds. Now for the hi-hat, I'm going to do something sort of unorthodox a little bit. I'm going to actually use Effectrix on the hi-hats. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up an Effectrix on the hi-hat and go to 1/8, and then I'm going to do like some cool things with it. So, alright, so I'm going to draw in a little red bar right here in the X loop, and I'm going to go down to down slapper. Actually, I'm going to go down to downward stare. Hold up. And then I'm going to add a vinyl in as well. And I'm going to go to, hold up. Alright, so now that I have that going in, I'm going to come into the hi-hat here and add like a little roll, like in line with this part of the Effectrix, to try to get it to sound cooler. Alright, so I'm just going to do a roll right here because you can hear the Effectrix is working, so. That's not, I'm gonna go back in here and mess with the actual, like, preset I'm using in Effectrix, so I'm gonna change it to use many stops. There we go, that's what I'm going for. It gives it sort of like a space, like, blaster vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds like weird like that, but I like it. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but that's just always been dope to me. I found that like yesterday, and I'm like, that sounds sick. So yeah. Also, now I'm just going to add in some like regular hi-hat rolls that aren't in Effectrix. So I'm gonna set it to 1/6 beat and just sort of. Alright, hold up. I'm going to mess with this a little bit more right there. And then I'm going to change this. Actually, I want like a little tight roll, so I'm going to go to 1/3 step, and then at the very end, I'm going to just add 3. Alright, and then I'm going to actually add some reverb too. Alright, so there, now that I'm done with the hi-hats, I'm going to do one change to the whole pattern in general. I'm just going to hit Control A and then Control B to select everything. And then I'm just going to duplicate it by hitting Control B, so the pattern is bigger. And then I'm actually going to change this 808 roll for the first half of the pattern to low again, so it goes like this. I think that sounds better. Now I'm just going to actually save the project because you don't want to lose your whole thing, so just saving it real quick. Always remember that because it sucks if you lose a whole project just because you forgot to save it. Now last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find like a lead or something. Like that's sort of cool. Ooh, that's, yeah, I'm going for that, so. Hold up, and that's being gross beated, so I gotta send it to its own thing so the gross beat isn't messing with it. Alright, so that's what I'm going to go for. Pretty much the beat is done. Now I'm just going to arrange it. So real quick, I'm just going to clone the pattern. And then I'm just going to send everything to the piano roll. and I'm gonna go into 1/4 beat right here and hit Shift and D at the same time, so it shortens the length of all the notes, like this. And then I'm just going to right click up here and hit Split by Channel. So here we go. And I'm only gonna bring the lead in at like a separate time from the 808, because I don't want that to be like with the 808. I just sort of want it to be on its own. So what I do when I'm arranging, I just come in and I put all the drums in at the same time, and then I just duplicate it, and then I like actually make corrections later. So right now I'm just messing with it to get all the sounds out onto the layout. Then I'm just gonna highlight this and hit Control B a few times just so I have some room to work with. And then here's what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go like. That's fire. Alright, so the way it is now, it would be pretty much this is going to be just an intro, then this is going to be the first hook, and then all of this will be the first actual verse. So I'm going to go like that, and then I'm just going to highlight this over. So then it's like the parts that are raised up are the hook, and then the parts that are down low are the verse. So usually what I do is I do 2 verses and like 3 hooks, and then I just let the beat end. Like that. Alright, so I hope I was able to help you guys figure out how to make a TM88 an X Lil Uzi Vert, X JW Lucas type of vibe. So yeah, go follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at KBZTheGod. Always doing giveaways, always talking to you guys on there, always posting updates, so add me on all those if you want to see more of me besides just YouTube. Also, if you want any of the sounds that I used in this video, the links to all my drum kits are in the description, so click those links and you can get all the sounds that I use. That's pretty much it. I appreciate you for watching. I hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great Easter tomorrow. That's it for me. Peace.